Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
Good luck everyone for a competition. Right, I'm going to turn this bit of monkey puzzle. This was, if you remember, a couple of videos back, I've done that monkeying around thing, whatever, turned a bit of monkey puzzle. And if you remember, it cracked and I super glued it. And I finished it and I said it was wet, so I was going to leave it. Well, I finished it, okay? And you can't even see, I can't even say which side the cracks were on actually. But if you look there, because I was on the end grain, nothing there and nothing there. I think it might have been this side, but no, I'm not sure. I can't actually see. No. But anyway, it's got a nice finish. I've done the bottom, finished the bottom off. Lovely grain. It's got some beautiful grain on it, and it's weird because when you feel it,
yeah,
you can feel the ripples of the grain. Yeah. You know, it feels really nice actually. I quite like that, the way that's turned out.
Each ripple, isn't it? Yeah.
And I've done that. I did that with some finishing oil. I've done it with finishing oil, left it for 24 hours, gave it a little buff, and then I just put some of my wax on it, my own wax, and it's given it sort of a satin gloss finish. I don't want it ultra shiny. I don't like ultra shiny bowls and stuff. I like it to be natural as I can. So yeah, and the finishing oil I just got some of this one. This was out of B&Q's. This finishing oil. It's clear and it doesn't change the colour of the wood. It's got tung oil in it and it's really nice. It goes on really nice. It soaks in well. It's a bit thinner. It's thinner than the other oils. I don't know whether it's mixed with a spirit base or something, but it's a bit thinner than the other oils. So it doesn't sit on the top. It actually, when you put it on this sort of wood, which is what I wanted to, it actually soaks into it. And then you can build it up with coats if you want, but I put a couple of coats on. I'm getting mucky now. I put a couple of coats on and then I left it overnight, and then I come on and I put some, it's alright, it's just my finger marks going in there. There we go. And then I put some wax on it and it gave a really nice finish. So yeah, very good, very good. Right, okay. I'd look elsewhere for that though, not B&Q. B&Q's are bloody expensive. They really are.
They're as bad as the woodworking shops, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the same as what you're paying the woodworking shops, I suppose, really. Right, so today what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn a bit of monkey puzzle. Now, I did say I had the log. This is the log, okay? It was like this, right? And I wanted it because the knots, but I weren't going to turn it on end grain because the pith, as you can see, I've dug some of it out. It's really soft and horrible. And the end grain, I've still got a bit, it goes in slightly there, so I'm going to bring that down past that. But you can see the pith on monkey puzzle is, look, it's like that. So if I turn that, look, I can push through, there you go. It's like a wormhole with the pith on this. And if I turn that as an end grain, yeah, that would have left me with a hole in the bottom. I'd have to plug it, and I don't want to do that. So I decided I was going to not do it. Sorry, I've just,
you come undone.
I've just unclipped. Clip myself back up. I decided I wasn't going to do it as an end grain one, where normally they have you get the knots of these where the branches were around the outside. So what I did, I've got two. I'm going to turn the bigger one first. I've marked up, I used my compass, I marked up what size I'm going to get. That's my centre, and I've drilled it for a worm screw. It goes down the side there. And I should have these around the outside of it, so it should look quite nice, hopefully. And I'm going to stick this on a worm screw. So let me put this on first. That's it, that's on. I've already drilled it, and this is wet, this monkey puzzle, so there we go, that's on. Now I'm going to lock it up, I'm going to tighten it, and then I'm back it off, otherwise it'll grip and it can be hard to get off. Sometimes they're hard to get off,
especially when it's wet as well, isn't it?
Right there, see, right. Now that's it. Now I could keep turning that. I'm not going to. Monkey puzzle, it's a bit of a soft wood. It's just going to strip it if I do that, and then it'll just keep turning, and I've lost any benefits of being on a worm screw. So we've done that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a centre up I think I'm going to go for a point centre because, oh, I don't know, that's right where that knot is. I don't know that I need a point. I might just bring a step centre up actually. I can use a step centre, just a small one, that's it. That's just going to give me that bit of security because it's on the worm screw, and it's like I said, it's not going to come off. I don't believe, but it just gives it that little bit of support. Always best if you can. Right, now, like I always say, I don't come across the bottom or go at the side. Find the largest part and put it right on my tool post is what I'm doing. Anyway, you know all that. I've done it all before, so we don't need to talk about that. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to start this with a spindle gouge. I think the spindle gouge is going to be... If I get a bit beaten up by it, then I won't hesitate to go over to one of my spole gouges. I think a spindle gouge is going to be fine. And what I am going to do, because this is wet, so I'm going to bring my blind down. I've remembered this time.
You remembered it, yeah. That's
I've
it.
remembered it.
Keep your chisels nice.
Because otherwise all that
Covered.
stuff goes all over them, because it's wet as well.
Yeah.
It gets on the chisels and then I have to clean them all off.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Right, I'm going to use my 5/8 spindle gouge. It's all nice and sharp. I have used it, as you can see, but it's still, I haven't done anything to blunt it, so let's get that started up. Come over here a bit. Oh, a bit of wobble. That's at 1,000. We'll take it up a little bit. There, 14.5. Let's start. Get that tool rest in straight away. It's going to clonk a bit because I've got those knots there, but I'll get through them pretty quick. Taken down. Right, let's have a look and see where we're doing. Let's have a look. Ah, right, I've got a hole there by the side of that knot, by the side of that branch. So, but that's all right. They're about equal. They seem equal there. That's nice. I've got that one there, but I'm going to lose a bit of that when I come down. That's looking all right. Yeah, that's looking good. Right, let me get that in. Yep, looking good. That's taking that down pretty quick. Got it a bit more in balance. I might be able to get my speed up a bit more. Now we're just over 1800. That's running nice and smooth now, and that'll be better on my cuts. This is actually a knot on the end here. Well, it's a branch. So that's actually end grain on that bit. Not too bad. We'll come this way with this bit. feel the water coming out of that. Can't get that to when it's round.
It's a wet monkey.
Have a look. It's not quite round yet. It's getting there though. Got a knot. Oh, it is round, yeah. Ah, it's because I've got that hole there, yeah. That's round all the way up here. But I've got to come down to that bit there anyway, because that's where that hole is. Which I might lose a little bit of that knot there. I've got a little flat there, no flat there. Got that bit there, so that's going to come down a lot lower, that bowl, because I've got that. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is, isn't it, eh? That's near enough there. I'm going to take this and get rid of this off the bottom. So I don't need that move. No, I'm not turning it around yet. No, I'm just going to get this bit off. There we go. This off. A little dibble there, bring that back up. I just wanted that bit gone because I knew I had to bring the bowl down to this. Right, I can stop and have a look now and see where I'm going to... So I've got to put my foot on here. That's alright, yeah, we're down to where I want to be. That's nice, that's going to have a knot on the bottom there. Yeah. That's all, I've got a little bit more because I've just got that little bit there. So it's going to be a fairly shallow bowl, it's not going to be a deep, deep bowl. Oh dear, I'm protesting. 3 inches. I won't hold in that one, but I'll get it in that one. Yeah, I'd like to go for my 4-inch jaws actually, my bigger jaws. And I think that still includes that little bit there, so I think I'll cut that down. Protesting because it's got that knot on it, and I want to bring my jaws out about here, I think. Right, I think that's going to be alright for the bottom. Clean that last bit up just before I take that away. Right, I'll get that a little bit deeper. That's deep enough. feels nice. That's it. Didn't have room from the handle. Handle of my lathe wouldn't go round. Of my banjo.
Why do I call it banjo? No.
Because you can play a tune on it.
Not banjo, banjo.
Do you know, I don't actually know why they call it a banjo. Maybe people could write in and say why it's, with sensible answers, why it's called a banjo.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, why do they call this a tool rest when everyone seems to think it's an anchor point?
Yeah.
You know, that I don't know. Right, I've got a hole there by the side of my knot. So, I think I'm going to put a little bit of super glue in that.
Yeah.
I need some dust. I just have some said dust here. Oh, no, I dropped it. What a bugger. Hang on, I'll get some more dust from here. I want some fairly chunky dust. That's it, look at that. That's in there.
Look on your banjo.
Right, let's get me some... Get myself some super glue, thin super glue. This is my thin super glue. This is the one that I got sent from Charnwood. It was meant to be a set of chuck jaws, and I got a bottle of super glue instead. And they told me to keep it. And get some more fine dust if I can.
Yeah, on your banjo, it's
I've got some on the banjo.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's all right. Pop that on there. I'm going to get a bit more of this on it. This is how I do it, guys. It works for me. Listen to me. You're standing on a bomb.
Did anyone watch that trigger point?
Yeah, anyone watch Trigger Point?
Listen to me.
Listen to me. You're standing on a bomb. That's the only bit I can ever take from that,
Yeah.
that thing, Trigger Point. It's the only thing I remember of it. Right, there we go. That's gone rock hard, straight away. Bang, done.
Nice. Filled.
Right, so I'm going to get another little finish cut across the top of that. Got a little bit of tear there. We'll have to deal with that. Oh, I've got a little flat just there still. Tiny little flat.
Yeah.
We've got to get rid of that as well. Oh, that's where that is. I've come to that super glue. Let's get my tool rest up and get rid of that. Right, I should have taken away that flat as well now. Right, I'm going to just take a cut in this way here because I've got a little bit of torn grain down there. That's how I'm going to deal with that. That should have got rid of that. Yeah, there's a little bit of bouncing on that end grain there. Yeah, it's just bouncing a tiny bit on the end grain. I'm going to bring that down, come in there. I'm just going to see if I can get that with my detail chisel better. Yeah. Nice. Should be alright. Let's have a look. It's wet wood as well, so it's going to be a bit more awkward to get. Yeah, that's alright. It's not bad. Feel a little bit of bounce on there. See, I'm getting a bit of bounce just on that end because I've got that and a knot. See. Yeah, it's going to be I think a smaller gouge on that. I'm going to have to use a smaller gouge than that. I'll finish with that one anyway. That's done its work. Yeah, smaller gouge, 1/2 inch gouge, to get me speed up. That's better. Well, that top's coming down anyway, so that's alright. Yeah, that'd be alright. Okay. That should be good. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding on that. Not a lot, 'cause it's wet wood, so I don't know how well it's going to sand actually. Getting it so wet. Let's get some grits out. The important part is getting that first finish cut. It's worth taking that time to get that finished. To get that, you've got to get that tear out. That's going to clog quick because it's wet wood. They're not marked, that's a pattern. I think that's pattern on the wood. See, it's not ruining the paper, it's just clogging up with the wet wood. And that brings it back. It's still, you can feel the grit on it, it's still fine. Feeling all right? Yeah, it's wet. See the water coming out here. It's got a nice finish though. Got to take that down a bit because I've got, that's where that, there's a hole there. Right, I'm going to just get rid of that knobble on the end. Turn it down a bit now. Oh, well. Keep it up. Right, spring that away a little bit, tiny bit. Just want to grab a small spindle gouge here. But be careful with this bit because this is actually a knot. Well, it's a branch, isn't it? So it's end grain. There we go, that'll be alright. Release that of that. You stop that, turn that round and do some hollowing and do that, take that bit off that front. Yeah, well that's what I was saying, we've got that knot there, so this is probably going to be the same. I'm probably going to have to leave it for a bit afterwards so it can dry out a bit. There we go. Yeah, see, I've got to bring it down a bit lower because that's where that hole is. Yeah. See, from the pith, that's where it was going through. So I'm going to be bringing that top down for that.
That's a shame because it goes right where that knot is along that line, isn't it?
Sorry?
It goes right along where that knot is in
yeah.
that line.
Right, tight. And a knit a quarter, that's it. I'll check it a bit later, but not too much because that is, as I say, it is wet wood. I don't want to break anything off. Right. I'm going to take the front down on this a bit first because it's got that hole there. So we just had a mouthful of coffee, guys. Right, so I'm going to take that off first. So let's start up. It's all running okay. Yep. Turn down traction. Right, there we go. Right. The gouge. I want to gouge. Oh, I'm not with me.
You got so many.
Move my tailstock out of the way, give myself a bit of room. You still hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh look, tiny little bit. Look at that, look.
Oh, look at it, yeah. Yep.
See, that's what I'm on about, all that stuff. No good. So we've got a little bit, we've got that knot there, that's going to look nice. Oh, no, that I might have to leave a thicker rim on this so I still keep a bit of that knot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we do there.
Thick rim bowl on that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's still just there. Right, let's have a look and see if we've got rid of it. I think we have now. Yeah, that's a lovely knot. That it's going to be a shame if I have to. No, I won't lose too much of that because it's right there. So it's going to be a shallow bowl, but I might leave that as a thickish sort of. Although it's wet wood, so I need to really take it thin. But I don't. The super glue's done all right. I don't want to lose the. I don't want to lose that.
You want that pattern? You want that too.
Pattern. We'll see what we do. Well, I've got to be careful with depth because it's a bit shallower than what I was going for. So I lose the bevel now. So I've got 45, I'm losing the bevel. We'll get that all taken out of the way with a square carbide. That's it, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Carbide.
Right, now then, I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to now right there, once I've gone past that bit, that's it, I'm losing the bevel. So I'm getting a rub there. You can just see the mark. That's the heel touching. That's because I've got a 45 and that's no good for that. That just won't get around that corner. Won't get around there.
What do you need, a 50?
Sorry?
What do you need, a 50?
No, I'm going over to an
Carbide.
SCH. No, a 6mm hollower.
6mm hollow, yeah.
Give me some of this.
That has no trouble at all.
No, little 6mm. That can go all the way around that curve. Get rid of some of that. Oh, this is where that knot is. The knot's in this bottom. Right, I've put a little divot, so I'm going to come down to that. Right. I'm going to stop and just clear out some of this sawdust and have a look. I've got all stuff here. No, I've got a bit more to go on that bottom, I think, actually.
You know, should keep that knot.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of tear out here down this side, look. Pushing in because it's the wet.
Yeah.
So it's getting a bit of a tear there.
You managed to keep that knot on the side.
Sorry?
You managed to keep that knot on the side.
Yeah, I've cut the knot there. So that's alright, I'm just going to get a bit more of it out. I've got a bit more to come out on the bottom. I must say this monkey puzzle is a bugger for tearing out. It does tear easy the grain. I need to go a bit thinner there. Clean that out. Still got that knot. Right, still got a bit of chunkiness there, just in that bottom bit. Yeah, that's where the tear out's going to be. Look, it's a bit fluffy there. But I'll get a clean up on that, don't worry. I've got a feeling that's going to have to come the other way to get that out. I might try cut actually and see. Give a quick try and see what it does actually. No, that's going to be the problem area there, look. I can fluff it. It's because it's wet. I know why it's doing it. It's because it's wet and it's fluffing no matter which way I go. That's alright, we'll get there. I've got a bit more to take out at the bottom yet.
Maybe turn up the speed.
Sorry?
Turn up the speed.
I probably will. I've got to get a little bit more on the depth to go. Bit high actually, I'm angling down there. That's better. Right, now I'm better on the bottom, yes. Right, let's try another one of those little clean-up cuts because put speed up a bit. Well, I'm up to 2,500 there. Well, it's just dropped under there. 2,500. I'm pushing it out. That should stop me getting any vibration. No, I've still got a bit there, haven't I?
Yeah, it's better, but it's
a bit, but yeah, well, a lot of that's going to be the wet. It's going to have to be left and dry.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to leave that and dry it out a bit because it's, look,
Yeah.
see the edge there?
Yeah.
See the water pushing out?
Yeah.
The water's all on the end grain, so that's going to be a bit of a bugger, but that might actually be a case. I'll come off of that and I'll go to my 9mm box hollower. I might have got rid of some of that. Let me have a look. Well, I've got to just try the different ways. Yeah, that's better. That's got rid of a lot more of it. Like I said, I'm still going to have a bit at the moment because it's wet. It's wet wood. Right, I'm going to give that a sand. Because like I said, this ain't going to be a finished bowl today. It's got to be left. It's so wet. But I'm going to give it a little sand up and see what it sounds like. I might sand that last bit.
I'll be back in a second.
I'll turn that down a bit. got a lot of water coming out of it. That's feeling a bit better. That's good, that's not clogging up too much. That's not clogging up too much. By doing this at a bit of speed, a little bit of heat there, so it's, well, it's not really, it feels quite cold, but a little bit, so it's helping to dry it out. And Monkey Puzzle seems pretty good, it doesn't seem to crack with the heat. That was clogging up a bit. That's because I went on the outside. The outside's quite wet actually. Just turning it at 2000 RPM and forcing the water out of it. That's centrifugal forcing. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, that's a little bit on that grain there. That's going to have to dry. I'm not going to get all that away until this dries out. But I've got water coming out the end here. Yeah, I can't really oil it until I've got the water out of it, but that's going to look quite nice actually. I've kept those knots there. Yeah. If I oil it, I'm probably going to seal the water in. So I can't put any finish on it until that water's finished coming out, I'm afraid. So at the moment, that's come out as a, that's actually quite nice. So that's not too bad. The knots are nice on it. Sorry, yeah. I'm going too high again. We virtually lost that knot. Kept the knot on the bottom. Kept that knot there. So that's not too bad. Beautiful on the outside. Just that little bit. There's a tiny little bit there and there, but I had that on that bowl until it dried, and then I was able to get another little finish, because that's why I left the foot on it. It doesn't seem to move too much, this Monkey Puzzle. I was able to take another little fine cut and get rid of that. It's just, it's not so much tear out, it's
the grain itself.
It's the grain. So it's funny, this Monkey Puzzle, because no matter how much you do it, when you feel here,
the ripple.
You can feel the ripple of that grain. You don't feel it on the outside, but you can feel it slightly on the inside. Yeah. And it's the ripple. And of course, the bits that you can't get to are inside the little ripples. It's only there and there. There's nothing here, nothing across the bottom. That's all lovely and smooth. Very little bit on the grain on the outside. More where it's wet. See there, you can see That's the water inside. There's still water coming out of it. But I've got enough thickness there just to take another pass once it's dried. So, but literally that took this one. This one had exactly the same problem. As you can see, it's all gone from inside here. Still got the slight ripple feel, which is really weird. It's funny, but it's
I like it.
it's nice actually. But the tear out all this, I managed to take a final cut and finish it, and that's nice. So that's how that one should turn out. But obviously with the added bonus of the knots. So that's it, guys. I will have to bring you back and show you that on another one. Might do a little video of me finishing it off. Right, there was something I wanted to show you, because if you remember the other day, I'd done the beaded basket weave pencil pop for the lady. Well, when I showed it to her, she went,
Oh my god.
exactly. She went, oh my god, that's a lot of
Squares.
that's a lot of squares. I didn't think it would be as much as that. And she weren't looking too keen. So Lisa said, I'll paint it for you. So Lisa painted it for her. So there we go, guys. That's how it turned out. Okay, with the lovely spiral.
Spiral rainbow.
And there it goes. Okay. So it hasn't had any wax finish on it. No. I'm not going to wax, obviously. I might give it a coat of lacquer for her, but I've just got to make sure that none of these paints are going to run if I put the lacquer on. So, but yeah, there you go. So that's how that turned out. Lisa painted that up for her. So I think I'll do another dozen or so of those.
Yeah, cheers.
Because it keeps Lisa out of my way.
It keeps me occupied.
Right, and that bowl, yeah, monkey puzzle. So that's turned out quite nice actually, guys. It's not massive, but I didn't have a massive bit of wood. No. So that's it. So, but I think that's going to look very nice when I get that finished. It needs to dry a bit. So it's just a shame. Most of this wood is wet, and as I said, there's water coming out of that there. So once that's gone, you can't sand it. Like I said, it's impossible and you can't get a cut because it's actually soaking wet. You're cutting wet wood, water-soaked wood. You're not going to get a good finish on that, no matter what you do. This is all the shavings are wet. Right, okay, guys. I'll see you on the next one. To the pip.
Bye, guys.